Bad breaking news out of Monterey County tonight, where a major fire is burning at a power plant, forcing evacuations in the surrounding area. Thank you for joining us here on KRON 4 News at 10. I'm Noelle Bello.
And I'm Dan Thorne. The fire at the Moss Landing power plant broke out earlier this evening. Part of Highway 1 in Monterey County right now closed, and officials are telling people to stay indoors as far as Santa Cruz.
KRON 4's Sarah Stinson joining us live from Moss Landing with the very latest. Sarah, what can you tell us?
Well, here the scene still active, an evacuation order still in place at this Vistra power plant in Moss Landing. You can see that orange glow behind me, the plume of smoke from a fire that started hours ago, but yet it continues to burn. It's a large fire at that, and it seems to be contained to the plant. We've got video from the flames roaring earlier this evening. A spokesperson for Vistra tells us the fire sparked this afternoon in an area of the plant where lithium-ion batteries are stored, and employees, they called the North Monterey County Fire District. Everyone there safely evacuated, thankfully, because this can be a very dangerous situation for all. You know, you'll never see fire crews here with their big ladders putting water on an electrical fire. That is not the way to extinguish something like this, because that could cause some serious electrical shock. So instead, from what we can see, I mean, we can see a building. We can't see what's going on behind those walls, but it looks like they are letting this fire kind of burn out. Maybe they're using some kind of fire extinguisher in there. It's unclear, but you will not be seeing those ladder trucks up. Now, while this is happening in Monterey County, even Santa Cruz County health officials are warning people to stay indoors because this smoke can be unhealthy to breathe. People are being asked to stay inside, keep the windows closed, limit exposure. That's why we here are wearing a mask periodically. It looks like the smoke is kind of blowing in the opposite direction, so I did take my mask off. Now, the cause of the fire still being determined. Vistra tells us that once these flames are extinguished, the fire is out, then they can really get down to what caused this fire, the exact location of the fire. We do know it happened in an area, again, where those batteries are located. That can be very combustible, can be very dangerous, as I said. So that's why, out of precaution, they have these evacuations of the nearby areas. A lot of roads closed. We are right here off of Highway 1, which is completely closed to the public. We're only seeing CHP out here, the sheriff's office, and of course the media as well. For now, I'll send it back to you guys. Very fluid situation, but a dangerous one at that.
Sarah, is there anything that you're smelling out there? Do we still have Sarah?
Yeah, you know, I smell a little bit, but honestly, like, I took my mask off because that smoke is being pushed in the other direction. And actually, that's probably why Santa Cruz County officials are telling people to limit exposure, because it's being pushed in that direction. So very unhealthy, I'm sure. Once you get closer to that smoke, driving in, you can see the smoke and the fire. I could see the plume of smoke from miles away. I was still 10 miles away, and I could see it billowing up. So it is definitely traveling, and it can be unhealthy to breathe. That is why we have our masks, and I'm probably going to put it on after this, just out of precaution.